Hi, my name is Philip Bowe. I was raised in Freeport with a mother and a father until the age of 17. My parents were separated. At that time, it was a difficult time for me, but I didn't know how to express it or deal with it, so I chose to deal with it by not dealing with it, I guess. I kept it internally. Of course, that affected me. I didn't realize how much it affected me until I was older. But at the age of 17, I moved away to college, to university, and I stayed there for a few years. After I left university, I moved to Florida for about 5 years, so altogether about 12 years in the United States. Leaving at a young age of 17, I was naive, I didn't know anything, moving into a strange land. So of course, I began to stray. I grew up in a very spiritual, religious family, a few pastors in the family, so I always knew the Lord and always had a strong faith and a strong foundation, but of course I just strayed. I was introduced to a land where everything was accepted, I guess you can say. After I came home at the age of 30, I was tired of running. I had been through a lot in my life, of course, throughout the years, taken advantage of, heartbroken, and I just needed to get out. I needed to get out of that situation. I was lost. I lost my identity. I didn't know who I was anymore, where I was supposed to be in life. So I decided to come home. So I made a decision to give my life back to the Lord, but of course, you know, one foot in, one foot out for many years, still making bad choices, bad decisions, until one day I was going through a lot of hurt, trying to get over a lot of hurt and pain in my life, and I was introduced to Bahamas Church, and I felt very welcomed. It was a very warm feeling, and I decided I would continue to visit. After coming a few Sundays, I was very blown away by the ministry of the Harvest Generation, and I decided I wanted more. I wanted to go deep in my faith, deep in my walk with Christ. So I knew the only way for me to do that, rather than just come to church on Sundays, would be to push myself. I wanted a higher consciousness. I wanted to be accountable for my actions, and I knew that being a part of a ministry, this particular ministry, that would do that, and it did. Harvest Generation has changed my life. It's been a pillar of strength for me. If it wasn't for the praise team, I don't think I would be where I am today. I made a decision to be baptized. I wanted a clean slate, so to speak. I wanted to move forward, and I already knew I made the decision to go deeper, and I just wanted to forgive myself, basically, from my past. The past 11 years has been a process, forgiving myself. I think it's probably the hardest thing we do or have to do for our mistakes, because we make mistakes in life, but they don't go away, they follow you. So as I came out of the water that day, I felt refreshed, I felt renewed. I knew who I was, I knew whose I was, and from that day on, I've just been pushing forward, pressing each day, and it has all worked out for me. I mean, I'm a different man than I was 11 years ago. My name is Philip Bowe, and I profess that Jesus Christ is the Lord and Savior of my life.